Most people think owning a chateau in France is something only billionaires can afford. But today, I'm showing you actual castles. Yes, castles. For under $300,000. And these aren't crumbling ruins you'd have to pour another $500,000 into. These are mostly solid livable properties you could move in right away. Now, before you think I've lost the plot, let me show you what that same budget gets you in New York City. For $240,000 in Forest Hills, Queens, you get this. A 489 square foot condo apartment, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, lower level unit. And here's the kicker. You're paying $260 a month in HOA fees just for the privilege of living in this box. That's before utilities, before the nearly $8,000 annual property taxes, before anything else. The current setup is configured as a medical office with 3 rooms and a small waiting area. The listing says it can be converted to a 2-bedroom apartment, but we're talking 489 square feet here. That's smaller than most hotel suites. You've got ductless HVAC units, ceramic tile flooring, and you're on the lower level of a brick building. 0 outdoor space. Your windows look out at, well, other buildings, but here's what absolutely floors me. In France, for similar money, you can own a piece of actual history. I'm talking stone walls that are 3 feet thick, towers, turrets, land measured in acres, not square feet. And so if you've been thinking about making a move to Europe, or you just want a ridiculously interesting investment property, stay with me, because we're going from the Auvergne region to Provence. And what I'm about to show you will completely change how you think about what's possible with $250,000. And yes, these are for the most part all properties you could actually move into. Some are fully renovated. Some need cosmetic work, but none are complete ruins. Let's start with something truly special. This is the west wing of Chateau Dejon in l'Île Jourdain, near the Vienne River, listed at €244,000, which converts to about $289,000. And here's what makes this incredible. You're getting part of an actual historic chateau, one with a noble lineage dating back to the 1600s. But it's been completely modernized, so you don't have the massive upkeep costs. We're looking at 108 square meters. That's about 1,160 square feet. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. But here's the kicker. You get 5,675 square meters of private grounds. That's 1.4 acres. Just for your wing of the chateau. Step inside and you've got these beautiful exposed stone walls. We're talking 1.5 meters thick, which is nearly 5 feet. The main living space is 60 square meters with Wi-Fi controlled underfloor heating. The open plan kitchen, dining, and living area is south facing and opens to a terrace. Everything's been renovated to a high standard. Double glazing, insulated external walls, and attic. Those thick stone walls keep you cool in summer and warm in winter. There's strong VDSL internet with fiber optic arriving soon. Perfect for remote work. Outside, you've got those 1.4 acres with mature fruit trees, space for a vegetable garden, all accessed by a private gated 90-meter driveway. Tall stone walls at the front for privacy. There's a versatile 40 square meter outbuilding, currently used as a workshop, finish sauna, and storage. This has potential for conversion to a gîte or garage. The location is brilliant. 3 minutes drive to l'Île Jourdain, a town on the Vienne River with shops, supermarket, restaurants, 2 reservoirs nearby for kayaking and fishing. Poitiers and Limoges airports are an hour away. The TGV from Poitiers to Paris takes just 1 hour 25 minutes. Here's the history. Chateau Dejon bears the legacy of the Poussard family. François Poussard was the original seigneur, connected to the Duchess of Aiguillon and Prince Condé. The chateau was home to the Marquis de Vigeant from 1686 to 1731. The property can be left fully furnished, so you move in immediately. Friendly neighbors own the rest of the chateau next door. The verdict? This is Chateau living without chateau maintenance costs. Fully modernized, 1.4 acres of private land, noble history, and it's move-in ready for $49,000 more than that NYC apartment. You get more than double the space plus over an acre of land. And the best part is, we're just getting started. Now let's head to Provence. Everyone's dream region, but here's the secret. If you're willing to be in the countryside rather than Saint-Tropez, you can still find incredible value. This property is in Angles, about 15 minutes from Forcalquier. It's listed at 269,000 euros, which converts to about $319,000. This is part of a 17th century chateau with those gorgeous pink Bannon stones characteristic of this region. Look at that symmetrical 17th century facade with stone quoins at the corners and whimsical stone faces on the gutters. We're talking about 170 square meters. That's 1,830 square feet. 7 rooms, 5 bedrooms. And you've got a 205 square foot terrace shaded by a vine-covered pergola with sweeping countryside views. The ceilings are over 13 feet high. Custom double-glazed wooden windows. First floor has a living room with fireplace and glass doors to that south-facing terrace, plus kitchen, 2 bedrooms, toilet, and shower room. Second floor has a salon, 3 more bedrooms, an office, and a full bathroom with clawfoot tub under the central window. The location is brilliant. Small village with a bistro. Forcalquier, with full services, is 15 minutes away. You're between Bannon and Saint-Étienne in proper Provence countryside. Practical details: original fireplace is preserved. Electric heating. Property tax around $1,800 to $2,200 yearly. Those thick stone walls provide natural insulation. The verdict? Authentic Provence without Côte d'Azur prices. Nearly 4 times the space of that NYC apartment for $79,000 more. And the best part is, we keep finding better value. Now let's head to Varennes en Argonne in the Meuse, where Louis XVI was captured during his escape attempt in 1791. This is northeast France, close to Paris, Belgium, and Luxembourg, listed at 280,000 euros, converting to about $332,000. This is Le Château de Varennes en Argonne, a Haussmannian mansion from 1905, with 330 square meters, and that's 3,550 square feet, nearly 7 times the NYC apartment. Here's what's brilliant. It's divided into 2 apartments, so you've got immediate rental income potential. The roof is natural slate, installed by a master craftsman from the Compagnon de Devoir. The building sits right on the Air River. Ground floor apartment, living room, kitchen, 2 bedrooms, shower room, small balcony, ready to rent immediately. First floor duplex, living room with turret balcony, office/bedroom, kitchen with veranda and mezzanine, plus a terrace overlooking the river and countryside. Second floor, 3 large bedrooms, bathroom, and convertible attic. Gas central heating throughout, PVC windows, fiber optic internet, and photovoltaic panels generating electricity. You're Riverside in this peaceful Argonne Valley with easy access to Paris, Belgium, and Luxembourg. Property tax around $2,400 to $3,000 yearly, but with rental income from 1 unit, this could pay for itself. The verdict? Over 7 times the NYC apartment space in a building with revenue potential for $90,000 more. And the best part is, the properties just keep getting more impressive. Now to the Auvergne, volcanic mountain country with UNESCO World Heritage Sites and property prices that'll make you laugh. This chateau in Jourdain is listed at 288,000 euros, converting to about $340,000. Built in 1752, this is a proper 18th century chateau. We're talking 433 square meters and Auvergne. That's 4,660 square feet. Nearly 10 times the NYC apartment, 11 rooms, 6 bedrooms, on 1.89 hectares. That's nearly 5 acres of parkland. The roof is brand new, and you're in a dominant position with panoramic views of the Chêne de Puy volcanic mountains. Inside, grand salon, 2 smaller salons, kitchen with groined stone vaulting, back kitchen, 6 bedrooms, office, and shower room. Original fireplaces, decorative moldings, those stunning vaulted ceilings. The park has century-old trees, fountains, basins, and outbuildings for conversion. Issoire and the A75 motorway are only 12 miles away. Clermont-Ferrand Airport is 30 to 40 minutes. This needs renovation work. They're honest about that. But the bones are incredible, and the major expense, a new roof, is done. Property tax may be $2,400 to $3,600 yearly. The verdict? True chateau experience. With 18th century details, mountain views, and 5 acres. 10 times the NYC space plus land for $100,000 more. And the best part is, there's still more to come. Let's head to Château Ponsac in the Limousin. This is the east wing of Le Château, built in 1720 during the Rococo period. Listed at €299,600, converting to about $355,000. We're looking at 260 square meters, about 2,800 square feet. 10 rooms, 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. This property has historical status granted in 2001. Grand entrance leads to a paneled lounge with original tapestries. Modern kitchen, formal dining room, authentic conservatory. First floor has a bedroom suite, guest lounge with bar and library. Second floor has 2 bedrooms, including a tower room with panoramic views, plus a self-contained apartment. Outside, walled garden, cobbled courtyard, and a 2-story garage with conversion potential. Here's the kicker. This currently operates as a bed and breakfast with a 9.1 rating. You're buying a turnkey business that's already successful. Property tax maybe $2,400 yearly, but the B&B generates revenue that covers costs. The verdict? Genuine 18th century Rococo architecture with historical protection, income generating business included, nearly 6 times the NYC space for $115,000 more. And the best part is, we've saved one of the most impressive for last. For our final property, we're staying in the Auvergne. This is in Giat, Puy-de-Dôme, and it's massive. Listed at €279,500, reduced from €325,000, converting to about $331,000. This is an 11-room chateau in the heart of Giat village, known for its monthly market. We're talking 335 square meters, and that's 3,606 square feet over 3 levels, 8 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. The property sits on 3,500 square meters, nearly an acre, of walled garden with mature trees and a swimming pool that needs renovation. Ground floor, large entrance hall, fitted kitchen, lounge with fireplace and tower, dining room with tower, office with wood burner, utility room with cellar access. First floor, bedroom with tower, and ensuite bathroom. 3 more bedrooms, some to finish, separate toilet. Second floor, 4 bedrooms, playroom, bathroom. The basement has 4 rooms with the oil central heating system. There's a garage, an old pig house for conversion. The walled garden has terraced areas, the pool, and countryside views. You're walking distance to shops and that monthly market surrounded by towns, lakes, and mountains. 60 kilometers from Clermont-Ferrand Airport, 45 kilometers from Mont d'Or ski slopes. Most windows are single glazed, an upgrade opportunity. Oil central heating throughout, on mains drainage. Property tax may be $2,400 to $3,000 yearly. The verdict? 8 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, nearly an acre, a pool, and outbuildings. Over 7 times the NYC space for just $90,000 more. So let's do the math one more time. In Forest Hills, Queens, $240,000 gets you 489 square feet, a lower level unit, $260 monthly HOA, $8,000 annual taxes, and 0 outdoor space. In France, for $50,000 to $100,000 more, you get modernized chateau wings with 1.4 acres and noble lineage, 17th century Provence chateau fragments with pink stone and terraces, Riverside Haussmannian mansions with rental income potential, 18th century chateau with 5 acres and volcanic mountain views, Rococo chateau wings with historical status and turnkey bed and breakfast businesses, and village chateau complexes with 8 bedrooms, pools, and nearly an acre. If I had to pick the absolute best value, I'd say 3 properties stand out. The Giat Chateau at $331,000 gives you the most space, 8 bedrooms, nearly an acre, a pool, and outbuildings, for just $90,000 more than that NYC apartment. The Chateau Dejon wing at $289,000 gives you turnkey chateau living with modern amenities, 1.4 acres of private grounds, and centuries of noble history for just $49,000 more. And the Limousin Chateau at $355,000 gives you historical status, a turnkey bed and breakfast business with a 9.1 rating, and genuine 18th century architecture, and all three destroy that 489 square foot Queens box in terms of value. Here's the truth. France has better healthcare than the US at a fraction of the cost. These regions have expat communities with English-speaking professionals. People manage fine with basic French and translation apps. I've linked all these properties in the description below. Some might sell quickly, but new listings appear constantly at these prices. And here's what Americans don't grasp. These prices are real. Rural France has more supply than demand. Villages are losing population to cities. These incredible historical properties, buildings that cost fortunes to construct, are available for less than a basic Queens apartment. So the next time someone tells you that you need to be rich to own historic European property, show them this video. That NYC box is waiting at $240,000. Or you could own actual French history, a chateau with towers, 18th century details, acres of land, and even rental income potential. The choice seems pretty obvious to me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.